Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Yusef Scott, and I thank you guys for being here with me today. I thank each and every one of you for just taking a moment out of your day to come here and look for extra tools and just knowledge that can help you build your trading skill set. All right. So in my previous video on the GBP CAD, I wanted to let you guys. Well, I mentioned in that video that there was another trade that I was actually in, and I wanted to show you guys the exactly the results and my understanding behind the move. All right. So basically, this is the GBPNZD. Most of you know, if not all of you, you know that this is my pair of choice. I know this pair like the back of my hand, and if you notice here, the GBP CAD and the GBP NZD. Let me go to the GBP CAD. They were both moving pretty much the same. All right, let me just back this up. So if you see that, and then when I go to the GBP NZD, they look pretty much the same. All right. The only difference is that just do that a couple more times so you guys can see it. The only difference is that one more. Okay, see that? See how goes up, drop, boom. And when you go to the GBP NZD, goes up, drop, boom. All right. The only difference is on the GBP NZD, it's still going down. All right. And so that's why you have to pay attention to what's going on. And I got in around the same place pretty much. And if you notice, it was consolidated, and I got in at the bottom of that candle. And because I know, like I told you before, I know how this pair operates. It had created a wall between the gap down and where it was at. It wasn't budging that wall. Every time I touched it, it bounced back down. All right, 4 days in a row. So when I saw that this day engulfed the previous candle, I knew that okay, it's probably best that I go ahead and get in on that. So that's what I did. I got in, and look where the market is now. And it's only 3 trades, but look where the market is now. Now let me show you guys. I'm just going to show you guys how powerful this is. Right now, the market is at 177.53. I'm sorry, 177.464. All right. So when I put this at 177.464. I'm just going to give you a roundabout because I probably won't be able to catch that. 177, what's that, 464. So let me try to go up a little bit. All right, so I got 177.447. So let me just go up. And you're talking over 1,100 pips going down. Over 1,100 pips going down. Now, when you have this type of knowledge, and you know which way the market is going to go, and you have precision, when your entries are so on point. This is the types of results you can get. You're not looking at things from a well, I'm not even going to do that. You're not looking at things from on a small scale. You're looking at the big picture, and you see what's going on. When you're into more of a long-term, when you have a long-term mindset, this is what the results could be like, just like this. All right. And for those of you who are interested in more of a long-term trading style, the training that I do, it's on a short, it's a mix of a short and a long term. But for those of you who are not interested in the a training opportunity, or you're not interested in short-term trading, you might be inspired by my trading style, and you want more of a long-term, you have a long-term objective. Of course, I do offer, not within the training, not within the So Darn Easy Forex movement, I do offer a long-term strategy where you can utilize the same type of the same type of tools that I use, that I look at. You can utilize that on a much deeper level. I mean, you can have your trades running for weeks at a time, if not months. So and I don't showcase those types of runs, especially on YouTube. I don't do that. I don't care to do that. But with those types of, those who have purchased that particular strategy, they are very, very impressed by it, and it's just understanding how the market runs, and you get a deeper understanding of that, and it ties everything in, so you'll go from having a short-term perspective to now you're in the realm of the folks that made the transition over to letting your trades run. And it's so easy. That's the thing. It's so easy. Everything that when I decided on and I know I'm getting way off subject now, but when I decided to make my products and come up with the So Darn Easy Forex movement, I knew that it had to be easy, and I wasn't going to do anything that was going to be complicated. So this is where I am. These trades, my simple understanding of the market has allowed me to have these trades run, and I'm not even worried about it. I'm not worried about it, and I'm just going to show you why I'm not worried about this. But I'm sorry, you guys. Why I'm not worried about this particular trade. So let me just show you. So right now, if you notice, I have 3 trades open. The swap is quite nice, and it's at a profit of over $37,000. That's with an understanding of, I have a long-term objective. It's on a shorter span, on a shorter time span, but it's a long-term objective. I understand what's going on. So I want you guys to understand that when you have these types of sound direction, and when you have someone who's that, I'm very confident in my calling. I've made a lot of calls in the market on YouTube about the market doing a certain move, and it did before everyone. It's like, wow, that's amazing. I don't make calls unless I'm 100%, if not more, confident in exactly where it's going. So this right here is just a reflection of that knowledge base. So I want you guys to take notice. I want you guys to understand the reality of this knowledge and understanding. It's not by chance that you're seeing a trade going to the money, and and you have the results that I have. It's no surprise. People with an excess of equity can trade at certain dollar amounts, and if you have a 50% chance of winning, if someone has money, has enough money inside their account to trade at this dollar size, and someone has enough money to trade at this dollar size, this dollar account or this size of account, and you have one that makes a bad move or makes a good move, and you have one that makes a bad move, well, this is the result of someone making a good move. This is, you have 2 different people, same size account, same volume. It's going to go one way or the other. So those that decide to go long on this, their accounts reflect that, and I decided to go short. I happen to have known which way the market was going, and it's just me using the tools that I have, of understanding to know that the market is going to go down, and that's based on price action, based on the market makers and big banks leaving clues behind. I just pick them up and keep going. Oh, okay, show me which way it's going. So that's what this is. I just want to show you guys how powerful long-term trading is. If you're interested in my training, you can always visit the website. Of course, you guys know it. I I don't have to showcase that, but of course I do have standalone products, long term, semi long term, whatever you want to call it, that will allow you to realize these types of profits. I'm talking about, you know, you could have eaten all of this. You know, you could have eaten all of this from the 245 level, 246 in September of 2015, all the way down to this area. You know, I don't showcase everything because it's not for everybody. But you know, when you have when you have understanding, that's when you know you can really take part in, you know, the long-term objective of making great proceeds. All right, so that's it for now, you guys. I hope you guys understood this, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, later.